In 1981, I was a lightning pilot at RAF Binbrook, and the station commander there called me in and said that there was going to be a reunion of this 460 Squadron, Royal Australian Air Force, who were based at Binbrook in World War II. They, and as I said, he said to me, "You're going to organise a reunion?" "Yes, sir," I replied, "as you do." And then so it went from there, and I got in touch with the Secretary of 460 Association in Sydney, and so we just basically went over exactly what they required in terms of hospitality, etc. So Huey Edwards VC was the station commander at Binbrook in the war and became Governor of Western Australia. 6 weeks before the reunion, he was going to head the party of 460 veterans, and unfortunately he died. So that threw, as you can imagine, all the turmoil of organisation into a bit of a do. And then we had, when they did arrive anyway, what happened was there were about 130 Aussies came, and I organised a hotel in Grimsby for them, and they stayed here over a 4-day period, which included an open day at Binbrook in August of '82, when I think, I'm not quite sure of how many people attended from the local area, but there was lots of people travelled a lot of way to see the Lightnings perform, etc. One of the things I managed to organise was for the Lancaster from the Battle of Britain flight was coming over to from Conisbee to Binbrook, and I pushed it up the chain of command, and so at a dinner on the first day they were there, 3 of the veterans from 460 were taken as a surprise after lunch, put inside the CO's car, driven to Conisbee, and actually were passengers and flew from Conisbee back up to Binbrook in the Lancaster, which for them brought obviously very many World War II memories. So that all went off very well, and Bill Moffat, the Secretary of 460 Association, and I became great friends through this, and the friendship continued all the in the intervening years up to this day, which unfortunately he died last year, and his wife, surviving wife and daughter have come across to honour the veterans on Anzac Day this year, and they stayed with us, and we've brought them up today for this reunion.
When you had this reunion and you had all these people from Australia coming over, what was their reaction to it?
Oh, yes, I mean there were obviously lots of memories of Binbrook, the camp, the area, etc. And they were, well, obviously being professional flying people, they were then. Some continued actually, some were current pilots actually for Qantas, the Australian National Airline. And to them, we always used to have joking, because they were pilots of big aircraft, and fighter chaps were different sorts of people, shall we say. And no, they thoroughly enjoyed the whole.
Of the Australians that were based here with the squadron, how many men were lost during the Second World War?
Oh, the 460 Squadron itself lost, I don't want to be rude in terms of the exact number, but it's of the order of 1,085 were killed in action. And when you look at some of today's conflicts, then I think that brings it into perspective, where people seem to think you can fight wars with no casualties. So. And the stories, well, you've obviously heard Joy Moffat's story already, and the stories of those people in this day and age, people thought, well, you can't, no, that sort of thing didn't happen, did it? Yes, there's mines and mines of information from these people that, by the nature of the society of those days, you didn't talk about it. And lots of people survived the war, but it's not until, I think, some of the people of the veterans on 460s, their families didn't know half of what they did, and it's only when they research and have letters, and open letters, that survive from that period, they realise what their fathers, brothers or whatever actually did.
What's your reaction been today?
Oh, very good. The commemoration today was excellent. Very well respected and honoured with the people that were there, and obviously the highlight was the Lancaster, May 3 3 passes over the memorial, which yeah, it's very good. I was very lucky at the time, or since the time after 82, I was posted from Binbrook to Coningsby, and for the next few years I was managed to be a pilot on the Battle of Britain Memorial flight, and I flew as co-pilot on the Lancaster for about, I think about a total of about 3 months, and then the rest of the time I was a display pilot with the Hurricane and Spitfire around the air shows, which was an amazing experience, having dreamt of being a pilot when I was a boy. I never dreamt that I was going to fly one.